Right, this lesson you'll be pleased to know is the last one that's looking at calculating probabilities using z-scores. It's the last variation of all the different questions, and by the end of these you've gone through every possible normal distribution option. So, and it's looking at the difference, and it's basically that you've got two z-scores on the same side. So today what we're going to look at is you've got a z-score here, which we call Z1, and you've got another Z score here, say, and what we want to know is that area there. And it's a pretty easy process, and it works on the other way as well. Is that if you get your first Z score, or the bigger area, which in this case would be minus Z1, and you can calculate that area there. And then using the other Z score, which is minus Z2, you calculate that area. So if you take the black area away from the purple area, what you're left with is that gap between, or the difference between those two values. So for answering our red answer here, we would have to work out, we'd find the area from the chart for Z, and then we would work out that area there. Because remember, the chart always does from 0 to whatever the Z score you've got. So let's take a look. So this lesson we got the weight of bags of unwashed potatoes is normally distributed with a mean of 3 kilos with a standard deviation of 0.5. What is the probability that a randomly selected bag weighs between 3.35 and 3.5 kilos? So as always, first step, draw a picture. So put in the things we know. We know we've got 3 kilos here. We know that it's half a kilo standard deviation. Then we have first of all 3.35 there, and then we also have 3.5. So we've ended up with an area on the right hand side, so they're going to be positive. So the next thing we want to do is work out what the Z scores are. So we can work out Z, Z is equal to 3.35, take away 3, divided by 0.5, which gives us 0.7. And Z is 3.5, take away 3, divided by 0.5, gives us 1. So we've got 0.75, we've got 1. Look at the Z table, so 7.5. 7.5 means that this area here is equal to 0.27 34. And it's not shown on the table there, but one is the one is 0.3413. So how do we work it out? Is that, remember that this 0.3413 covers all the way to the Z as the 0, to this median line. So the difference is this 0.34. So the probability that x is greater than 3.35 but less than 3.5 is equal to 0.3413 take away 0.2734, which is 0.0679. So now write it in context. So the probability that a bag weighs between 3.35 and 3.5 kilos is 0.0679. As always, there's a practice question here for you. So the height of a minion is normally distributed with a mean of 80 centimeters in height with a standard deviation of 10 centimeters. What is the probability that a randomly selected minion is more than 75.3 centimeters but less than 79.3? Go. Pause the video and then see how you get on. Okay, hopefully you gave that a go. Let's go through the steps. So draw the picture. So we ended up with a mean of 80, standard deviation of 10. We're looking for the probability between 75.3 and 79.3. So of course, calculate the Z-scores. So we'll set up the equation. So 75.3 take away 80 over 10, and 79.3 take away 80 over 10, and they equal, so we end up with minus 0.47 and minus 0.07. So step 3, go to the table. So 0.47 means that the big area, so including both parts all the way to 80, adds up to 0.188. And the smaller part, which is 07, so 00 and then the 7 again, gives us that part. That is the area is 0.0279. So what that means is the probability that x is greater than 75.3 but less than 79.3 is equal to the bigger part, which is 0.1808, take away 0.0279, which equals, gives us 0.1529. So the last step, make sure we write our answer in context. So the probability of getting a minion who is between 75.3 centimeters and 79.3 centimeters tall is 0.1529. So just rounding off again, steps, always draw the picture. So we're talking about situations when you're trying to find an area on the same, with both bounds being on the same side. Calculate the Z-score, look it up in the table, write the probability in context. That's it. So there's some more work in your lesson for you to complete. Go back to that and don't forget to upload your photos.